Hello, buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll make. And at North Central, we're here to make the process as smooth as possible. Today, we're sitting down with Steve Ross, one of our expert mortgage consultants, to answer some of the most frequently asked questions about getting a mortgage with North Central.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to explain the process of getting a mortgage and helping our members put them in a good position.
Yeah, so let's start with the basics. What mortgage products does North Central offer members?
Great question. So we have a lot of different products depending on the situation per member. So some of those products include conventional mortgage, 5% down, 620 or above credit scores. Next, we have USDA or rural development, which is a zero down program, 620 or above credit scores. Great for members that don't have much money set aside for a down payment or closing costs, because essentially you can get into a home with no money down. So great product as far as that goes. Next, we have Federal Home Loan Bank, who we recently signed up with. Great for people that have the higher credit scores, 680 or above. Can't do manufactured homes or investment properties, but great for second homes and condos because you get a better interest rate through the secondary market. But once again, you have to have that 680 or above credit score. So it kind of does limit certain borrowers. On top of that, we have our first-time homebuyer program, which is HomeReady and Home Possible through Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, 3% down, 620 or above credit scores as well. And then we have our portfolio product, which is great for people that don't qualify for those traditional mortgages. Something on their credit hinders them from getting a mortgage, bankruptcy, foreclosure. So that's just a great product to at least try to get somebody into a home if they don't qualify for those traditional mortgages. And then last but not least, we have our home equities or HELOCs for home improvements or debt consolidation, anything of that nature.
Okay. So many home buyers hear about pre-approval, but what does that really mean, and how can members get pre-approved with North Central?
Yeah, so this day and age, the pre-approval process is essential to, opening the door to kind of figure out what you want to do. So normally what we'd like to do first is have that conversation, talk with members, go over the process, go over costs, just go over everything to kind of, give them an idea of, hey, let's move forward. Let's see what we can do. Maybe put them in a better position down the road. So normally, like I said, we like to start at least with that conversation. And then from there, if it's something that, hey, let's get the ball rolling, we would gather documents, W-2s, income statements, asset verification, tax returns, things of that nature. And then we run your credit, analyze everything, do a loan application. And then from there, we would send out a pre-approval letter, which, basically states and lets you know what your budget is, how big of a home you can afford, what the loan amount would be, kind of going over all those things. And essentially now you can give that to a realtor because, this day and age, realtors they won't work with you unless you have a pre-approval letter. They want to make sure that you're a serious buyer and you're ready to, begin the process and start looking for homes.
Okay, so the next thing is the biggest concerns for home buyers is how much money do they need up front, and can you break down the typical closing costs and down payment requirements?
Yeah, for sure. So once again, it's not an exact science, but we kind of went over the down payment, 3%, for first-time home buyer, 5% for conventional. You can put down as much as you want. If you don't put down 20%, you will have something called PMI, private mortgage insurance. So that's kind of, once again, we go over that conversation. But the costs, on top of the down payment, to buy a house are typically 2 to 5%. But like I said, it's not an exact science. So part of those costs are origination fees, underwriting fees, processing fees, recording fees, credit report, appraisal, so on and so forth. So like I said, that's why we kind of like to have that conversation with our members to make sure they have enough assets, make sure we're putting them in a good position, and just, having that conversation just to start off.
Mm-hmm. All right. So this has been incredibly helpful. So thank you. But before we wrap up, do you have any final tips for first-time buyers and those looking to refinance?
Yeah, definitely. I think, starting the process early is critical. You definitely want to, like I said, it's a free conversation. So we talk, we have that conversation, we go over different things. And then, like I said, we can either be like, hey, now I think is a good time to start the process. Or, hey, maybe we wait a little bit, work on credit scores, save up a little bit more money. That's what we're here for. We're here to answer any questions that you have and kind of steer you in the right direction. and just try to put people in good positions to make sure that they're ready. So when they are ready, you can go to our website, you can call us, go into your local branches. We put our cell phones on everything. We're always available, Saturdays, evenings, anytime that you have any questions, because I know the process is cumbersome and it's a lot, and it's most likely your biggest financial purchase of your life. So that's what we're here for, and that's what we're trying to help everybody out with.
All right. Well, thank you for being here for our members. And thank you for answering those key mortgage questions. If you have more questions or are ready to take the next step towards homeownership, North Central is here to help, and we will see you soon.